Here we are on the 15th hole, par 3. I'm Mike Gardner, the Chief Operating Officer of the Bridgewater Club. I'm here with Tim Liddy, our golf course architect. And Tim, we want to talk about some of the changes here on 15, both from a functional standpoint, but also from a design characteristic and adding a lot of interest here to 15.
Okay.
So tell me what happened here.
Well, we did have one long bunker here previously, and we decided we were running a lot of water off one area of the green, so we decided to split the bunker into two and let the water have a place to go before it gets into the lake.
Okay.
So that kind of split the bunker up into two, and what we really like about it, I think this came out exceptionally well, is we raised the eyebrow of the first bunker to hide a piece of the middle of the green, which Mr. Dye loved to do. He did it all the time. And it also gives you a lot of harmony of kind of the arches that match the back of the green, matches the eyebrows of the bunkers.
You've used that term a lot, the eyebrows.
Yes.
And so that is the high spot.
The back yes.
Okay, so it's the back of the bunker, which is the highest point.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
And then
very technical term.
Yes. We've used that a lot out here for the last couple of months. But again, it also adds, as you called, rock and roll.
Yes.
And so that's a lot of this movement on the top line,
Right.
which adds a lot of interest
Yes.
as you get either in the morning, depending on the sun angle, or the evening, you get a lot of shadowing, and you can start to see a lot of the movement of that top line, which is really neat.
And in Indiana, it does not take a lot because Indiana is so flat, much like Florida, a little bit goes a long way.
And that's interesting you say that, because as you were driving around with the contractor with your paint gun, you'd paint it 6 inches up or 4 inches or a foot, and it made a huge difference.
Absolutely.
And then you got up there and it wasn't that dramatic, and it was very playable, but yet from acting on the fairway or the tee, it just added a lot of interest and a lot of intrigue.
Right.
Which is neat.
And we talked a lot about making sure the ball releases and gets away from the edge.
That's right.
And so, I brought them up a little more aggressive than normal, so that ball should release off the edge.
That's right. And that was a balancing act that you had of, making sure the face was steep enough, the grass face was steep enough where the ball would hit it and kick off. But look, it is still a bunker. Some balls will get stuck in there.
Right.
And vice versa, if it then hits and rolls into the bunker itself, the sand, because there's a little slope there of about a foot, it'll kind of roll back down a little bit away from the edge. But again, it's still a bunker.
It's a hazard.
It's a hazard, and you still will have some chances and shots that are going to be up against that face, or you may be on that face. It's going to happen. Most of the time, because of design characteristics and elements, you find that balance of hopefully 70% of the shots kick off, and you have a reasonable shot to get out.
And the superintendent, Jim, can manage that as well by how short he cuts the face.
That's
the
right.
grass on the face.
Exactly,
So.
which he'll maintain at about 2 or 2.25 inches.
Yeah.
So, which is good. Well, good. All right, I hope you enjoy that.